Mazda is proud to have been named the best SUV brand by U.S. News and World Report. Right now, get 0% for 60 months on both the Mazda CX-30 and the Mazda CX-50. Experience the Mazda difference and save thousands at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here. Consensus on how to say it.
Pahoa. Tangipahoa.
Well, that's yeah. We were going over the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
Right, but Royal Caribbean.
Right.
And then
what's right?
I know you've had this discussion, but it carries over. I don't. And then, are you going to the Caribbean? Are you cruising the Caribbean?
We need to take a road trip there to find out how the natives say it.
That is brilliant.
That's the solution.
Leave it to Liz Coa to find the answer. Absolutely. So whatever you call it, welcome to it. We're not there, you're here.
I support that measure.
Get pontoon 9 and just...
Johnny can take us.
Well, I don't know about pontoon 9.
What, in the Gulf? You don't think it'd be fun?
That would be a great ride.
Just a little bouncy?
Yeah.
I'd rather go the Royal Caribbean route.
There you go.
Okay, done. Yeah.
Okay, well, not quite the Caribbean or slash. That's gorgeous, whatever you got behind. Look at that.
How about this? Yeah,
Paint.
man, just a gorgeous sunrise happening right now over the capital city. If only we could keep it this nice through the day, but enjoy the morning. At least it's off to a quiet and just gorgeous start. Sky and I view brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake. Only going to get that here at WAFB. It's kind of cool outside this morning. Nothing unusual. Baton Rouge 51, Gonzales at 48, so it might be a little sweater jacket. Now, we are mainly dry right now. Been tracking a few showers near and especially north of Lafayette, tending to kind of dissipate as they move eastward. That is the expectation. The next couple of hours should stay mainly dry, but we're watching rain starting to develop and gather out to our west. That will eventually head our way later on today. More on that in a moment. So you see temperatures in the upper 60s at noon. Noon rain chances at 30%, but afternoon rain chances hit about 60 to 70%. Highs will top out near 70. So we'll give you a look at the rain timeline. And what you'll see here is through 9 a.m. mainly dry. By noon, showers beginning to move into the area, but especially into the afternoon. Now the bark here, a little worse than the bite. This looks probably a little worse than what it'll be. I'm thinking mostly light to moderate rain, some heavier downpours closer to the coast. Here we are at 6 o'clock, still some good rain coverage and still at least some scattered showers around tonight, although I think we'll see them break up a bit. We do have a 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather, mostly west and southwest of Metro Baton Rouge today. So an isolated strong storm, I think mainly in coastal sections in our part of the world. Now let's pick up Futurecast midnight tonight, headed into tomorrow. Some signs that we could get around the storms moving in early Friday. So the morning commute Friday might be a different story. That continues eastward, a little bit of a lull during the day, and then mid to late afternoon Friday could see some additional storms developing as a bit of an upper low moves near us or just to our north. That should eventually exit Friday night, and we will dry out on into Saturday. Then we give you a first alert to our next round early next week. This is Monday night headed into Tuesday. You see a line of storms along cold front, and the Storm Prediction Center already highlighting early next week, Monday into Tuesday morning, a 2 out of 5 slight risk of severe weather just north of Baton Rouge as it stands right now. That could be expanded. We'll keep an eye on it. So we tally up the rain today, tomorrow, and then that round early next week. We're looking at 1 to 2.5 inches of rainfall on average, but certainly could be higher in spots. Keep the umbrellas handy the next couple of days. Good rain chances later today, again tomorrow. At least the weekend will be dry. Saturday and Sunday dry and comfortable. Highs in the mid-70s. Good rain chances back Monday into early Tuesday. And then beyond Tuesday, we finally get an extended run of some dry weather and some mild temperatures as well. 7:06 with a check on the roads now. Here's Johnny Asian.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everybody. Still looking at this wreck on Fairfields at Acadian right in this area, so be aware that's where we're looking. Not seeing a lot of backup on either Acadian or Fairfield at that intersection, but we had a report that could possibly be one with injuries. Coming out of Denham Springs, it's starting to get bumper to bumper before the Juban overpass. As you make your way toward Range, westbound on 12 is about 25 minutes from Juban to the 1012 this morning. Average speeds in the mid to upper 20s. in some stretches of that. Here's I-10. See Top Golf fences right there. That's coming in from the Gonzales Prairieville area. Not a bad drive from the Ascension Parish area. And then right past the 1012 all the way to downtown, it's gotten a little bit slower as well. Bridge traffic is slowing down coming in from Port Allen. All in all, not too bad though this morning. And we are high and dry at 7:07. We do this thing for you every single morning, give you a little quick update, what you might have missed during 9 News this morning on the big station. We're here on WAFB Plus, and we're glad you're here with us. 60 seconds, back with Matt and Liz.
Folks, welcome back to it. Hello, how you doing over there?
Hi.
Hey, let's focus. You know what? I think you had it exactly right. Focus on Liz.
I need you to talk about all these stories because we're
Nice
covering a
stuff at the
number
top.
of headlines.
Yeah.
I know, but important headlines for you to get to. Crime alerts that we need you to be aware of. Let's start here where we have a kind of a gruesome update and a crime arrest from the St. Gabriel Police Department. Remember that scene that we showed you there? Body found in the trunk of a car fire. This is about a month ago.
Right, so this is the scene that day, right? And so body found in the trunk of this vehicle that was on fire. Clearly something nefarious going on, and investigation later, and they have made an arrest. What St. Gabriel Police Department is telling us is that they have arrested Carlos Burgess, 57 years old, is from Baton Rouge, was arrested just yesterday in relation to this, charged with second-degree murder, arson, obstruction of justice. The person who they found dead in the trunk, 28-year-old Jarius Mitchell. Now, what exactly happened, that's still being worked out, but again, an arrest made in this case. So from that back into Baton Rouge and to 38th Street. They're working a shooting on 38th Street. What was it, from last night?
Yeah, we actually have a map if we can pull that up and show you exactly where that kind of happened. This is North 38th Street near Fairfield Avenue. That shooting happened right around 8:20 p.m. Now, officials tell us one person was taken to the hospital. That's all they know at this point. They're still investigating that. You kind of see there, North 38 between Choctaw and Fairfields Avenue. Think again to that time, 8:20, 8:30 p.m. If you happen to hear or see anything that can help investigators, they're asking you to call Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP. They'd love to get an update on this. We have an update to a breaking story that we sent to you yesterday, right around 9 o'clock, just after. Police getting a call from a frantic mother saying that she found her child wounded in a bed because of a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Yeah, and the details here, just beginning with this investigation, PD saying that the child got a hold of what they're calling an illegal firearm, a gun that had been modified to make it automatic. And so the child accidentally shot himself, taken to the hospital here, hopeful to recover. Meanwhile, arrests made now of the mother. She's actually charged with, among other things, having a machine gun. They're calling it a machine gun. And there was an infant as well at home at the time of this. So Liz, this is just getting going, but all the focus, arrests made here, but all the focus right now on that little 4-year-old.
Critical condition, fighting for his life in the hospital right now. As we get updates on this case, we're going to pass those along to you, but we're also following another case that we actually have some crazy surveillance video to show you. So this, it's actually at a home in North Baton Rouge. You can see, look at that. You see that guy standing there behind the pole there in the carport? That's someone pointing a gun at the door, kind of standing lookout while someone is breaking into this Hyundai parked in someone's driveway. Well, the homeowner tells us she was just shocked when she saw all of this, could not believe that somebody was ready and waiting to shoot at her if she had come out and tried to stop them.
She wasn't home, right? What you said, wasn't home. Thankfully, wasn't home, but just shocked at the fact that she ended up seeing this video later. Alarm went off, and they chased him off, to your point. But just to look at this video, my man is just standing there, gun at the ready, ready to do whatever, apparently. If you know anything about this, if they recognize anybody, if you know anything, that kind of deal, make the phone call to Crime Stoppers. Absolutely. You can kind of still see some other folks over there as well. Make that phone call. From that story to this, you mentioned the name Lacey Fletcher. We were talking about this story. We've been talking about this story for a while. The woman who was found dead in deplorable, unlivable conditions on her parents' couch.
Yes.
We've talked about this story a lot. Parents going to trial, and that trial, court case rather, just ended yesterday.
Yeah, wrapped up with a sentencing hearing for Clay and Sheila Fletcher. You're getting a look at the video there as they're kind of marched into the East Feliciana Parish Courthouse. A judge deciding to sentence them to 40 years, but 20 of those years being suspended. Again, both of them, Clay and Sheila, reporting there before an East Feliciana Parish judge. Now you've got their defense attorney who says that they just were overwhelmed by the situation and not the way to handle it. But again, they're facing 20 years behind bars for the death of their daughter.
Let's get you out to the state capitol. Regular legislative session going on right now. You got a bunch of conversations going on. You got some education bills moving through that we're going to be focusing on for you today as well. There's one, though, that I think has a lot of folks' attention from Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple. He says he wants to move through a particular bill that would possibly do away with a 3-year rule, one that allows you, so long as you've been a part of your homeowners, properties insurance, for 3 years, they can't just drop you whenever they want. He wants to get rid of that and allow insurance company to drop you whenever they want.
So how does that conversation follow today? A lot of chatter going on at the state capitol. Capitol correspondent Chris Rosado is going to follow that because obviously it has a lot of impact for folks and they're going to want to know what that follow-up is. Also have to let you know about some things happening today, including a behavioral health panel. If you're interested in learning more about some resources that we have in the state, well, LAWSFA, the Louisiana Office of Student Financial Aid, their goal is to target students and families to really redirect them to let them know that resources, help is available.
So if this looks like it's going to be something for you, it's an online Zoom meeting. We have a link to register waiting for you in this story. Just find your way to it, WAFB.com, the 9 News app. It's right there waiting for you. Waiting for you as you step outside right now. Clear skies, gorgeous sunrise. Guys, it looks like it's going to stay that way, Steve?
No.
I knew the answer. I asked it anyway.
I know, you set me up for that.
I did.
Felt like Johnny set me up with that one. Get ready for rain this afternoon. More to come tomorrow.
That's it. 9 News app and the weather app. Great resources to have. Our team making sure that it's updated throughout the day.
If you're ready to score savings on your new vehicle, the play call is simple. Make your way to Team Honda. That's where you can see the new 24 Civic, named the #1 compact car on the road and the best compact car for the money. Score your new Honda savings at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.